गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। ॐ वृषभं चर्षणीनां विश्वरूपमदाभ्यं बृहस्पतिं वरेण्यम्। ॐ तद्विष्णोः परमं पदं सदा पश्यन्ति सूरयः दिवि वचक्षुराततम्। ॐ श्लीं ह्रीं ज्योतिर्ब्राह्माय नमः। Can everybody repeat Hare Ramakrishna 3 times after me? Om Hare Ramakrishna, Hare Ramakrishna, Hare Ramakrishna. Okay, so we are in the 10th house still, chapter 21 in Santanam's version. We finished 13 slokas, so we are in 14th sloka in chapter 21, the 10th house. Kendra trikonage karma nathe swotya samashrite guruna sahite drushte sakarma sahito bhavet. Kendra trikonage karma nathe means the 10th lord is in Kendra or Trikona, is in a quadrant or a trine. Swotya samashrite. Swotya samashrite means he is exalted, he is in his own exaltation sign. Guruna sahite drushte means he is either conjoined or aspected by Jupiter. Either with Jupiter or aspected by Jupiter. Sakarma sahito bhavet. That means he has a lot of karmas, which basically means he does great deeds. He is basically auspicious for the karma bhava. The person will do big things, big deeds. So 10th lord being in a quadrant or trine in exaltation and Jupiter's influence on him, either aspect or conjunction. All of them are basically good things. Jupiter's association, a natural benefit. His association is very auspicious. Being exalted is good. Being in a quadrant or trine is good. So all of them together will basically bless the 10th house. The next verse is Karmese lagna bhavasthe, Karmese lagna bhavasthe, Lagne shena samanvite, Kendra trikona ge chandre, Satkarma nirato bhavet. Karmese lagna bhavasthe means the 10th lord is in Lagna, the first house. Lagne shena samanvite means he is conjoined with Lagna lord. So Lagna lord and 10th lord are together in the Lagna. Kendra trikona ge chandre, and moon is in a quadrant or a trine. Satkarma nirato bhavet. Then the person will be Satkarma nirataha. Nirata means somebody who is deeply involved. Satkarma means good deeds. So he is very much involved in very good deeds. So the person, first of all, he does a lot of good deeds, and second thing is he is attached to those deeds. He is not just doing big things, but he is also very motivated about it. That's what it means. Basically, if the 10th lord's agenda is the karmas that the person does, and if the 10th lord is in a quadrant or trine, it's basically auspicious for the karma. Now if he is also with the Lagna lord, it's a Rajoga between them. Lagna lord and 10th lord are together. 10th is your karma and Lagna lord shows your intelligence, and 10th lord shows the work that is accomplished. So the conjunction between them shows that the person is very deeply involved. So the fact that 10th lord is in Lagna along with the Lagna lord, that is what is making the person very interested in what he is doing. His intelligence and his work, there is a strong link between them, and that gives the Raj Yoga. And moon being in a quadrant or trine is basically why that is important. Well, it's not necessarily important, but it shows the mental state. Moon is the mental state. So if moon suppose is in Manakarka Sthana in such a combination, so you looking at the Lagna Lord and 10th Lord, you may think the person is very deeply involved in his work and he does good work. But if the planet of mind is in Manakarka Sthana, 8th house or something, his mind is unstable. So such a person is unlikely to be very deeply involved in what he does. His mind is wavering. Whereas here, moon is also strong. Kendra Trikonagaha. He is in trine or quadrant. So he has great mental strength and his intellect is deeply involved in the work that he is doing. And he ends up doing good work and also becomes famous. If Lagna Lord and 10th Lord are in Lagna, very likely he will also be famous. Also in this case, can you tell me where the Arudhas will be? Where will be the Arudha Lagna? Arudha Lagna will be in the 10th house. And where will be A10? The Rajyapada? No. See, from the 10th house, 10th Lord is in the 4th. Right, Lagna itself. Right? So A10 is in Lagna, AL is in 10th house. So it's kind of exchange between A10 and AL. Arudha Lagna and A10. So Arudha Lagna being in the 10th house, Arudha Lagna is the image of the person. If Arudha Lagna is in the 10th house, the image is basically, it has to do with his work, etc. And similarly A10, the house that shows the accomplishments of the person, that is in Lagna, that is a very, any Arudhas which fall in quadrants or trines from Lagna, they are basically blessed. So A10 being in Lagna is auspicious. Moreover, it is occupied by two planets. One of them is the Lord of it, Lord of that sign, right? So A10 is quite strong. So naturally the person will be doing big things.
One question I have.
Pardon me? It's not necessarily. The planet may be sun or moon. Yeah. But there is a chance. It may give Mahapurush Yoga, but not necessarily. Suppose it is Cancer Lagna, moon and Mars in Lagna. Or it is Simha Lagna, Venus and sun in Lagna. Right. Moon, except for moon and sun, Leo and Cancer, for other signs, it could be Mahapurush Yoga. But again, Rahu and Ketu are also possible. It may be Aquarius Lagna with Rahu in it. Then also you say Lagna Lord is in Lagna. Right.
So if Lagna Lord is in Cancer Lagna, I'm still thinking about
Yeah,
mine,
yeah.
what happens.
Okay.
There is a Parivartana between Lagna Lord
And?
11th Lord.
Okay.
So does it work that exchange at all? Like Mars in Lagna.
Are you saying 10th Lord or 11th Lord? Because you said 11th Lord.
10th Lord is in Lagna.
Okay. So Mars is in Cancer.
Right.
And moon is in
Moon is
Aries.
in Taurus.
Taurus?
Venus are exchanging.
Oh, so 11th Lord, not
11th
Mars,
Lord.
not Mars, Venus. Oh,
The combination we said was the Lagna Lord and
I see. So you are saying that moon and Venus have exchanged,
Yeah.
but Mars is in Lagna. So you are saying if Venus acts like moon,
Right.
then basically practically you have,
Is it counted or not?
you can count that way. You can definitely count that way. But the thing is, again, for moon to be in a quadrant or trine, 11th house is not a quadrant or trine. But again, if you take Parivartana into account, assuming that Venus acts as though he is moon, you are all set. You have all the parameters given here. So you have this yoga in an indirect way. So if the Parivartana can be triggered very strongly, then basically you get the result of the yoga. But in general,
But even the Mars is debilitated in Cancer.
Right.
So it's not going to be as same as.
Mars is weak, and also the thing is, Venus and Mars combination is not really great. But the thing is, if the Parivartana can be triggered, if Venus acts as though he is in Taurus and Moon acts as though he is in Cancer, then Mars will become strong. The weakness of Mars. Where is Jupiter?
Jupiter is in Gemini.
Oh, so there is no Nijabhanga. Yeah. Okay.
But Lagna has also another merit too.
Okay. That doesn't help. So yeah, that actually makes
No,
it
I'm
worse.
saying it's going to be not conducive.
Right. But still, it's the fact that 10th Lord is in Lagna, the fact that A10 is in Lagna. Of course, A10 is in Lagna, but the planets there are not great. But still, when A10 is in Lagna, the person does some good work relating to the planets which are occupying that, Venus, Ketu, Mars, relating to those areas. Some good work has to be there when A10 is in Lagna. So, only thing is, when you compute the Arudha Lagna, AL will be in Pisces here. It will not be in Aries like we said earlier. It is in the Dharmasthana, not in the Karmasthana. Right, it's in the 9th house. But overall, what you have is also a good combination, but it's not this combination in toto. The next verse is 16. Karmasthanagate mande nicha khechara samyute karmamse papa samyukte karmahino bhaven narah. Karmasthanagate mande. Saturn is in the 10th house. Nicha khechara samyute, along with a debilitated planet. So, Saturn has to be in the 10th house along with a debilitated planet. Can be any planet. Karmamse papa samyukte. Karmamse papa samyukte. That's an interesting construct. Karmamsa literally means the amsha of karma. So you could say not necessarily. So we are talking about karmamse papa samyukte, karmahino bhavennatha. Karmamse papa samyukte. So the interpretation Santanam has given is 10th from Navamsa Lagna is occupied by a male figure. Now the thing is that does it make sense? Karmasthana gate mande nicha khechara samyukte karmamse papa samyukte. So we are talking about the amsha of karma. Karma literally means 10th. So 10th amsha. Amsha of the 10th. So that can be interpreted in multiple ways. I will give you whatever interpretations I can think of without giving my final view. But one interpretation is like Santanam gave. Karma Amsha basically means, karma means 10th. So 10th house in the Amsha. 10th house in either Navamsa or Dashamsa. He said Navamsa, could be Dashamsa also. So 10th house in either 10th house in Navamsa or 10th house in Dashamsa contains a malefic planet. Then the person will have Karmihino Bhavennara, means the person will not have any good work. He will be either jobless or not accomplishing anything considerable. The other interpretation is Karma Amsha. Karma basically means the 10th house. So if you take the cusp of the 10th house, like in Kasumuti Patati, for example, suppose your Lagna is Cancer 13 degrees. So if you take 13 degrees Aries, that is basically the important point of the 10th house. So see where it is in the Navamsa or Dashamsa. Again, Amsha could mean Dashamsa or Navamsa. See where that cusp is in the Navamsa or Dashamsa. In that sign, in that chart, see which planets are there. If there is a malefic, that is basically inauspicious. That is one interpretation. Another interpretation is, you could just say karma literally means 10th. Karmamsa literally means Dashamsa. Karmamsa is synonymous to Dashamsa. So, who in Dashamsa along with malefic. Who? We are not saying who, so that means the previous one, Saturn. So Saturn is in the 10th house in Rashi chart, and he is with a debilitated planet in Rashi chart, and in addition in the Dashamsa or could be Navamsa also. In that Amsha also Saturn is afflicted. Samyukta means conjoined by. He is conjoined by a malefic planet. Which malefic? Functional or natural? Functional malefic. He is conjoined by a functional malefic in the Dashamsa chart or Navamsa chart. Then the person suffers in work. So these are the possible interpretations. Karme se nasha rasisthe randhe se karma samsthite papagrahena samyukte dushkarma nirato bhavet Karmeshe Nasha Rashisthe. Karmesha means 10th lord. Nasha Rashisthe means he is in the 8th house. Randhrese Karma Samsthite. That 8th lord is in the 10th house. So there is an exchange between 8th lord and 10th lord. Papagrahena samyukte dushkarma nirato bhavet. Papagrahena samyukte means conjoined by functional welfare. Which one? Karmeshe Nasasiste, Randhese Karma Samsthite, Papagrahena samyukte. So it's not being clarified which one should be conjoined by a malefic. So probably either of them. Either of them or both of them. So a simple interpretation would be 10th lord is in the 8th and 8th lord is in the 10th, and at least one of them is afflicted by a malefic planet. Dushkarma nirato bhavet means the person will be interested in dushkarma means bad deeds. The person will be interested in bad acts. He will not be doing good things. He or she will be doing bad work. Why in general 8th house is not an auspicious house? That is one reason. And secondly, where is Yetan in this case? Could you tell me? Yetan. For me? Yetan. 6th house. Right? Yetan is in the 6th house. 10th lord is in the 11th from 10th. 10th lord is in 8th means he is in the 11th from 10th. So take the 11th from 8th, that will be 6th. So Yetan, the tangible work of the person, is in 6th house. And if an Arudha of any house falls in a Dusthana like 6th house, is it good for that Arudha? It is bad for that Arudha. So basically the work suffers. That is one thing. And secondly, because Yetan is in 6th house, the person will have to keep struggling for his work. He will have to keep lot of obstacles, lot of enemies, etc. he will make. If the planets are well placed from Arudha Lagna, then the person may be doing some, either doing bad karma. See, dushkarma literally means bad karma, but it doesn't have to be bad karma. Either doing bad karma or having bad luck in the karma. He is struggling a lot on account of his work, but his image may be fine. People may see him in a good light. The next verse is Karmeshe Nicha Rasisthe Karmasthe Papakhechare. Karmeshe Nicha Rasisthe Karmasthe Papakhechare. Karmabhat Karmage. Karmabhat Karmage Pape. Karma Vaikalyamadishe. Karmeshe Nicha Rasisthe means 10th lord in debility. Karmasthe Papakhechare means 10th house has a malefic planet, a functional malefic. Karmabhat Karmage means Karmagat Karmage Pape. And also a malefic is in Karmabhat means from the 10th house, Karmage in the 10th house. From the 10th house in the 10th house means what is the 10th house from 10th house? 7th house. So 10th house and 7th house have malefics and 10th lord is in debility. Then Karma Vaikalyamadishet means the person will have a lot of obstructions in the work, and the work will be basically handicapped. The person will be handicapped in his work. Why is 7th house important? For me? Why is 7th house important for work?
Work with others.
Yeah. In order to accomplish anything considerable, typically you have to work with others. You have to deal with others. So if 7th house is weak, if it is afflicted by malefic, it is not auspicious for associating with other people and doing some good work. So you are alone, and on the top of it, 10th house is also weak. So you are alone and you are unable to do things. And on top of it, the 10th lord is in debility. So what is 10th lord? It is your intelligence applied to your work. He is in debility. So he is actually not in a good mood. So all the three combinations together, they mean you will not be able to do much. So you will be handicapped in your work. The next verse is Karmasthana gate chandre tadishe tatrikonage lagne che kendra bhavasthe satkirti sahito bhave. Karmasthana gate chandre means moon is in the 10th house. Tadishe tatrikonage. Tadishe means the 10th lord, the lord of that house. Tatrikonage, he is in a trine from that house. So basically 10th house has moon and 10th lord is in 2nd, 6th or 10th. Lagne se kendra bhavasthe. The lagna lord is in a quadrant. Satkirti sahito bhavet. The person will be accompanied by good fame. So basically the person is well known and famous. Okay. This is basically a good combination. Why? Moon in the 10th house, is it good for fame? Moon is one of the, for me? Yeah, moon is one of the planets for name and fame. If moon is in 10th house, the person is well known among a lot of people. Moon symbolizes the society. So, moon in the 10th house is good for association of, some link between moon and 10th house is always good for fame and activities in the society which are known to a lot of people. So, that is point number 1. And 2 is, if the 10th lord is in an Artha Trikona, in another one of the Artha Trikonas, 2, 6 and 10, it is basically good because there is a confluence between two Trikonas, Artha Trikonas. And Artha Trikonas are the houses that show your work, the resources you have and how you put the resources to use and finally what you get accomplished. So if there is a link between two of them, the person will actually get something done. And Lagne se Kendra Bhavasthe. Yeah, this is because he didn't mention anything, this is in the Rashi, but of course you can extend it to Dashansha also. Lagne se Kendra Bhavasthe. And Lagna Lord should be in quadrant. Why? Well, quadrants and trines are good. Especially if Lagna Lord is in a quadrant, what does it mean? Yeah, person is putting, the intelligence of the person is directed towards some effort, some activity. So, person is actually doing some activity and he is getting something accomplished because of the 10th Lord, and moon is in the 10th house, so people know about his work. His work is exposed to the people. So, there is a good chance that the person is a doer and he is recognized for it. He is famous. The next verse is Labhe se karma bhavasthe karme se balasam yukte. Balasam yute, te is wrong. Chandas is broken. Lagne se karma bhavasthe karme se balasam yute devendra guruna drushte satkirti sahito bhaved. Okay, labhe se karma bhavasthe. The 11th Lord is in the 10th house. 11th Lord is in the 10th house. Karme se balasam yute. 10th Lord is accompanied by strength. That means he is strong. So 10th Lord has to be strong. 11th Lord has to be in the 10th. Devendra Guruna Drushte means Devendra means the king of the gods, Indra. Guru means his teacher, Jupiter. So Devendra Guruna Drushte, he is aspected by Jupiter. Nabhise Kanubhavaste Kamese Balasamite Devendra Guruna Drushte. Who is aspected by Jupiter? Most probably the second one, the 10th Lord. So 10th Lord is strong and aspected by Jupiter, while 11th Lord blesses the 10th house. Then Satkirti Sahito Bhaved. Again, the person will be famous. He will have good fame, not just bad fame, like notoriety. It is good fame. It's not mentioned, so we don't really know. You just have to experiment. So, Labhe, if the 11th Lord is in the 10th house, is it good for work? Yes. It's the fulfillment. His agenda is fulfillment of desires. and he is in the house of work. So he has to somehow give some fulfillment of desire through the work of the person. Moreover, where is Labhavada in that case? 9th house. If Labhavada is in the 9th house, any Arudhavada which is in the 9th house is greatly blessed. So if A11 is in 9th house, the person fulfills his desires. Whatever he wants to do, he gets done. He accomplishes his desires. And on top of it, 10th Lord is strong and he is aspected by Jupiter, a benefit. So it is good for fulfilling your desires relating to your work, doing good work, fulfilling your desires, and becoming famous. The next verse is Karmasthanadhipe bhagye lagne se karma samyute. Karmasthanadhipe bhagye lagne se karma samyute. Lagne se karma samyute. Okay. Lagnat panchamage chandre khyata nama naro bhavet. Okay. So what do you say? Karmasthanadhipe bhagye. The 10th Lord is in 9th house. Lagne se karma samyute. Lagna Lord is in 10th house. So Lagna Lord in 10th house, 10th Lord in 9th house. Lagnat panchamage chandre. From Lagna, moon is in the 5th house. Khyata nama naro bhavet. The person will become very famous. Yeah. Yes. Arudha will be in the 8th house. So per se that is not a good placement for the Arudha, right? Okay. But we will come to that. First of all, if the 10th Lord is in a trine, is it good for 10th house? If the 10th Lord is in a trine, it is good for the 10th house from that point of view. Now, from moon, where is the 10th Lord? 10th Lord from Lagna, where is he from moon? So he is again in a trine from moon also. He is in the 5th from moon and 9th from Lagna. So the 10th Lord is placed in a trine from both Lagna and moon. So he gives the fruits of previous good karmas, the 10th Lord. So that basically is auspicious for the work of the person, right? And where is Arudha Lagna? Yeah, because 10th house contains Lagna Lord, which means, by the way, Lagna Lord shows how the person applies his intelligence, his or her intelligence, right? That is what Lagna Lord shows. So Lagna Lord in the 10th house means the person applies his or her intelligence towards work. So that is again good for having good body of work, leaving a good body of work behind. Lagna Lord being in the 10th house. Now where is Arudha Lagna? It is in the 4th house, right? If Lagna Lord is in 10th house, Arudha Lagna will be in the 4th house. So Arudha Lagna, which shows the fame of the person, is in a quadrant. Arudha Lagna is in a quadrant. And now, where is A10? The work that we talked about earlier. A10 is in trine from AL. A10 is in 5th house from Arudha Lagna. 5th house of fame from Arudha Lagna. So AL is the image of the person. What is 5th from AL? The recognition of the image, the fame of the image of the person. So that shows actually how famous the person is, etc. The fact that there is A10 there shows that the tangible work that the person did has contributed towards the fame of the image of the person. There is a link there. So one lesson here is the placement, not just placement of Arudhas from Lagna, but placements of Arudhas from Arudha Lagna is very important. It's perhaps more important. So if any Arudha is in a trine from Arudha Lagna, it is basically promoting, it is blessing the image of the person. It's basically working in harmony with the image of the person. Whereas if A10 of a person suppose is in the 8th house from Arudha Lagna, then the work that the person does, the tangible work that the person does, is causing some upsets, some ups and downs in the tangible image of the person. So that is not a very auspicious thing. It could be good also if there are good planets in that A10, if the 10th Lord is strong and if there are good planets aspecting or occupying it, it could even mean sudden rise in the image of the person. But if Saturn is in 8th house from Arudha Lagna, on account of the tangible work of the person that the world can see, the tangible image of the person in the minds of the people undergoes some big changes, especially when the corresponding dasas come. So here Saturn is in a trine from Arudha Lagna, the 10th Lord is in a trine from Moon and Lagna, the Lagna Lord is in 10th house, applying the mind, applying the intelligence of the person to the work. So the person does good work and he is recognized for it. The last verse. Iti karma phalam proktam sankhepena dvijottama. Iti karma phalam proktam sankhepena dvijottama. Lagna karmesha sambandha duhya manjadapit swayam. Iti karma phalam proktam sankhepena dvijottama. So thus I have given you the results of the 10th house in brief, O great Brahmin. Lagna karmesha sambandha, from the relationship between Lagna and the 10th Lord, Lagna Lord and the 10th Lord, you can imagine the rest also by yourself. That is what he is saying. So he is saying the link between Lagna and 10th is very important. Lagna is yourself and 10th is your work. So the link between them is very important. Okay, we will start the 11th house also. Now we are in Labha Bhava Phaladhyaya. The chapter 22nd, the effects of the results of the 11th house of gains. Okay. Labha Bhava Phalam Chatha Kathayami Dvijottama Shruyatam Jatako Loke Yachubhatve Sada Sukhi Labha Bhava Phalam Chatha. Now, thus, the results of the 11th house, Kathayami Dvijottama. I am saying, O great Brahmin. Shruyatam Jatako Loke. Shruyatam. Now, please listen. Jatako Loke Yachubhatve Sadasuki. By the auspiciousness of which the native will be in the world always happy and comfortable. The comfort of the native is guided by this house. Labhadhipo yada labhe tishthet kendra trikonayoh bahulabham tada kuryaducche suryamsya gopiva. Labhadhipo yada labhe tishthet kendra trikonayoh. If the 11th Lord is in the 11th house, tishthet kendra trikonayoh, or in a quadrant or trine. If the 11th Lord is in 11th house itself or in a quadrant or trine, bahulabham tada kuryat, then he will do great labham means gains. He will give great gains. Kuryad ucche, or if he is exalted also, he will give great results. Suryam se gopiva means, or he is in Surya Samsha. So Sun Samsha is given importance here. He interpreted as combustion. Hamsa, one of the meanings of Hamsa is rays. Surya Hamsaka can also be interpreted as gone into the rays of Surya, gone into the rays of sun. So basically burned by the rays of sun, combustion. That is how he is interpreting. But the thing is, Parasara used the word asa, something, some synonym basically, which is, those are the words he used for combustion. And Amsya also has another meaning of the division. So it is unlikely that Parasara would confuse that word here, and also gone into, that phrase would not be used if you are afflicted by Surya's, if you are burnt by Surya's rays. He won't use the word ga. Ga means gone into. It is typically used for placement in a house or something. So my take is, I don't agree with Santanam here. The probability that he is right is very, very low. What is most likely is Suryamsha means, as a matter of fact here, Suryaamsha Gopiva, the word Va used at the end means this or this or this. Basically these are all alternatives. So either he is in Kendra Trikonas, or he is in 11th house, or he is in exaltation, or he is in Suryamsha. So this is not despite being in Suryamsha like he is interpreting. So very likely this is another condition. And what it means is, Surya means sun, as we all know. So Amsa of sun. So basically Leo. What is so great about Leo? It's basically the 5th house of the natural zodiac, and it basically shows royalty and kingdom. So the implication here is Leo is an auspicious sign when it comes to comfort, the power and comforts. Not necessarily power, but comforts that come because of probably power. So Leo is an important sign. So in which amsa? Navamsa, or Chaturthamsa, or Shodashamsa? Chaturthamsa shows your bhagya, Navamsa shows your overall fortune, and Shodashamsa shows your comfort. So talking about the comfort of the person, the overall well-being, Shodashamsa is very important. So it's one of them. Probably Shodashamsa. The next verse is Labhe che dhana rashisthe dhane se kendra samsthite guruna sahite bhave guru labham vinirdishet. Labhe che dhana rashisthe dhane se kendra samsthite guruna sahite bhave guru labham vinirdishet. Labhe se dhana rashisthe means 11th lord is in second house. Dhane se kendra samsthite, the second lord is in a quadrant. Guruna sahite bhave means he is with Jupiter. Guru labham vinirdishet. So second lord is in a quadrant along with Jupiter. Jupiter is the karaka for second house, and also he is a natural benefit. So if the second lord is in a quadrant along with Jupiter, it is basically good for accumulating wealth. Second is auspicious, and on top of it, the 11th lord who shows gains, he is in second house. If the 11th lord is in second house, where is the Arudhapada of the 11th house? No. 11th lord is in second house. Yeah, Arudhapada of the 11th. 11th Arudha cannot be in the 5th, right? Yeah, it is the 7th one. Second house itself. It is in the 4th from that sign. So, it's the same sign. So, if 11th lord is in second house, A11 is in second house. So, what does A11 show? The tangible gains that you are getting. And that is in the house of accumulation, house of wealth. So, that means the person makes gains and he does not basically dissipate them. All the gains are actually accumulated into a bank account or something. So, the person is actually gaining. It is a good combination for making big gains. The next verse. So, Guru labham vinirdishet. So, in this case, the gains will be large gains. The next verse is verse 4. Labhe se vikrame bhave shubhagraha samanvite shatrim se vatsare prapte sahasradvaya nishkabhak. Okay. So, labhe se vikrame bhave. What does it mean? Labhe se vikrame bhave. The 11th lord is in third house. 11th lord is in third house. Shubhagraha samanvite. He is aspected by, he is associated with, he is conjoined by Shubhagrahas, means natural functional benefits. Shatrim se vatsare prapte. In the 36th year, Sahasradvaya means 2000. Nishka means it's basically a measure of money, some coins in the old days. Bhak means having that in your fortune. So Sahasradvaya Nishka Bhak means somebody who has 2000 Nishkas in his fortune. So he gets 2000 golden coins or something basically. So this is too specific. Bottom line is he will become very rich. If you say he will get $10 million lottery, again that if you want to interpret for today's age, maybe it is he will get $1 million lottery or something like that. But again, don't be misled by the specific result. The bottom line is he will get a great fortune. In the previous verse he said Guru labham, great gains, tremendous gains. Now he is quantifying it a little bit. But why 36th year again? Just as always, we have no clue why 36th year. But the bottom line is, if the 11th lord is in third house, accompanied by benefics, it is considered to be auspicious. Why? Again, just like in the 10th house versus that we saw a little while back, where the 10th lord was in an Artha Trikona, it was good. Similarly, if 11th lord is in a Kama Trikona, it is good. It is basically connecting two Kama Trikonas. The 11th lord shows his agenda is to give gains to the person. And 3rd house is initiative. So if the 11th lord is in 3rd house, the person has great initiative to get gains. So he is basically a go-getter kind of person. So he is likely to have early success. Especially if that planet is associated with benefic, he is likely to have early success in life. That is what 36 years basically means. The person will achieve early in life. But the thing is, this combination is actually easy to find. So you should apply anything that is easy to find. You should apply with a pinch of salt, because it can't be so simple. Becoming very successful in life is not just about having the drive. There are so many people with drive who are not successful. So you have other factors that you have to consider. Where is Lagna Lord, where is Lagna, where is 10th Lord, where is 9th Lord. So you have to look at all those things also. But bottom line is, this is a good combination. So we will stop here. We will. What? Well, 2000 gold coins will be quite big. How much is a gold coin now? I mean, Nishka, we don't know what is the weight, but assuming that it is the size as today's gold coins that you can buy. How much is a gold coin now? Almost $1,000. So if you have 2000 gold coins, that's $2 million. So that's a lot of money, even in today's terms. Don't be misled by the count. You say 2000, is it 2000 cents or $1,000 notes? It depends. Or is it 2000 elephants, 2000 houses, 2000 acres of land in Hyderabad? It depends. The unit matters, not just the number. The unit matters. Okay, so we will continue from verse 5. Remember, note it down. Verse 5. So we will be done with the 11th and maybe 12th also. So next class I think we will be done with all the houses probably, or almost. So we will turn this on. Okay, we will see that now. You will have to probably log in with your finger, swipe your finger.
మెడికల్ చెకప్ చేయించుకుంటే స్టోన్స్ హెద్రీ చేయించుకోమని చెప్పారు. దానికేమో ఇష్టం ఉంది హెద్రీ ఆయుర్వేదాన్ని ట్రై చేస్తాను. నెక్స్ట్ హెద్రీకి వెళ్ళాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఏ టైం ఏది బాగుంటుంది
చూద్దాం అయితే. విల్ సీ దట్ ఫస్ట్. You see? You can't. One sec. Have to. Now this one? Yeah. No, right? Yeah. Can you get the data? Actually, let us restart.